Hello, boxing fans around the world. Thank you for joining me once again here on Talk and Fight for another episode of Boxing News Today. And I'm sure you've all read the headlines. I'm sure you read the stories. I'm sure you've seen all the recaps of the various events that happened very recently. But I'm going to start you off with a bit of news out of Asia, a fight that took place actually in Dubai. Pakistan's heavyweight champion, Taimoor Khan, the reigning Asian Boxing Federation heavyweight champion, showcased his power by knocking out India's Jaskaran Singh within 30 seconds of the opening round, as I said, in a fight held in Dubai. According to the writer, it says further, the contest held significance on the global stage, forming part of the World Boxing Association's Color World Cup World Tour. With this win, Taimoor Khan remains undefeated with a record of 10-0, 9 knockouts, and his consistent triumph underscores his reputation as a formidable force in the world of boxing in the heavyweight division. Good stuff out of Asia. Alrighty. Let's move along now to some of the mainstream headlines in boxing. Heavyweight knockout artist Jared, the real big baby Anderson, scored his 16th win with a win in Tulsa, Oklahoma over Ukrainian contender Andrei Rudenko. He triumphed in the 5th round with a technical knockout at a fight that was being held in the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. So he's now 16-0 with 15 knockouts and took control of the fight in the opening round with a sharp jab and combinations to the body throughout. Rudenko, by the way, who was frustrated with Anderson's offense, began to grab him by the back of his neck to prevent the onslaught. In the 5th round, Rudenko's finally deducted a point, as you all know, but another flurry from Anderson forced referee Kerry Ritter to end the fight at 1 minute 40 seconds. After the victory, Anderson had this to say: "I'm enjoying the ride, enjoying the fights. I'm just doing my job. I was sending a statement to myself. I'm fighting for myself. I'm fighting for my family. As much as people want to hate on me for it, I'm a realist. I'm going to stay real and be real. And I'm going to say what's on my mind. And you all can take it how you want. This is a business. This is a sport. I'm just doing my job. Take it how you want. You can't force me to be somebody you want me to be. I'm going to be myself, and I'm going to be that to the end." Elsewhere, we saw 2020 Olympic super heavyweight gold medalist Bakodir Jalolov also remain undefeated. He's now 13-0, 13 knockouts, and stole the show in Tulsa with the most impressive performance of the card, destroying Honoriote Arawimi 23, 19 knockouts by first round knockout last Saturday, as I said, on that Top Rank card over in Tulsa. He was making his debut for Top Rank, by the way, on that undercard of Jared Anderson, and the powerful 6'7" Jalolov overshadowed the guy that the promotional company is making a big push to be their next star at heavyweight by dropping the equally tall 6'7" Raimi 3 times in the first round before referee Gerald Ritter stopped the fight. And the bout was stopped at 2 minutes and 6 seconds. The first, I won't go into the whole details of it. Y'all saw it. Good stuff from Jalolov. We were talking about Jalolov all last week. He's certainly one to watch, as well as the real big baby. Now, moving upwards in the ranks, still Nigerian heavyweight Efe Egbagba, 18-1, 13 knockouts, aim to utilize his reach and height to push Jan Kosabutsky, 19-1 now, 18 knockouts into comfortable territory in the co-main event. However, a series of below-the-belt shots from the Kazakh southpaw prompted referee Chris Flores to disqualify him in the 4th round. After rebound from a 2021 loss and 2 wins, Egbagba enjoyed a hammer-like jab to keep Kosabutsky at bay, who attempted to close the gap by leaning in with a guarded posture and sporadic arm punches. In the following round, Ajagba strayed low himself before tagging Kazbutsky with a solid chin checker. Nevertheless, Kazbutsky retaliated with multiple low blows in the third round, resulting in a 2-point deduction. An additional foul shot in the fourth round compelled the referee to put an end to the contest once and for all. Good on F.A. Jagba. All right, let's move along over to Poland, where probably the biggest controversy in terms of saturation of mainstream boxing media I've ever seen. Let's read the quick little story here, courtesy of World Boxing News. Heavyweight champ Alexander Usyk took out Daniel Dubois in 9 rounds, but not without a hint of controversy. Usyk defended his WBA, IBF, and WBO titles before a raucous crowd of baying Ukrainians, stopping the brave Briton late on, as predicted. However, the fifth round polarized audiences and has and continues to, after a low shot from Dubois, forced Usyk to take a full 5 minutes to recover. On second viewing, the punch was on the belt line, which referee Louis Pabon assumedly told the fighters beforehand was not allowed. The tactic, which Dubois used all night in an attempt to slow Usyk down, had successes, although the fifth round gave the British contingent cause to contest the loss. According to CompuBox, it was Usyk who dominated with his jab. After the first 4 rounds, Usyk had landed 7 body punches, while Dubois had landed 1. In the fifth round, Dubois put Usyk down with a punch that was ruled a low blow. But upon replay, it looked like a legal punch on the belt line. And as I said, after a few minutes to recover, Dubois landed 9 body punches from round 5, while Usyk landed only 3. With Dubois targeting Usyk's body, Usyk found openings to land his punches, especially the jab. Usyk threw 53 more jabs than Dubois, landed 39 more, by the way. After knocking down Dubois at the end of the 8th round, Usyk didn't allow to land a single punch in the 9th round before finishing him off. After the clash, Usyk looks forward to an undisputed clash with WBC ruler Tyson Fury, who probably isn't looking forward to that. As Dubois and his promoter, Frank Warren, put their case forward for a rematch that will likely never happen. And if it doesn't happen, I'm sure they'll seek even further action from the ruling bodies with respect to potentially calling it a no contest, if you ask me. But about the low blow, Usyk responded, "I respect my opponent. It's not a ballet, it's boxing. It's a king sport. I'm ready tomorrow. I'm ready tomorrow for Tyson Fury," he said. Next fight, Tyson Fury. Will Tyson Fury? I have no idea. Had the punch in the 5th round been ruled legal by Pabon, the dynamic of what had happened would undoubtedly have altered, despite Dubois handler Frank Warren stating his man was robbed. Usyk would have immediately got up despite his pain, and there would have been some debate about what happened next. As it turned out, Usyk took all the time he needed to recover, and it didn't really change the course of the fight, though, as Usyk was in control for the rest of the fight. Now, so the manager of Usyk says, before the fight, I read on the media their plan was to act dirty. And remember, I did relay that story about Dubois stating quite clearly he was going to do anything, by any means necessary, I believe is the quote, to win that fight. So Kazakh continues, we can say only what we saw, and we saw several low blows. Kazakh went on to say he's the promoter regarding Frank Warren. He is the promoter for Daniel Dubois. He has to take each and every effort to support him, and we defend him. The plan is to go now for big fight. If the big fight doesn't happen, I assume he's talking about Fury, then we have to comply with the rules. Said Dubois, I threw the shot and felt it landed perfectly, smack into his stomach. I became disheartened, though. I lost momentum after that. This wrong needs to be corrected. I should be a world champion right now. Let's move along to Los Angeles in front of another full house over at the Commerce Casino in LA. King Callum Walsh remains undefeated, 8-0, 7 knockouts. He's fighting out of Cork, Ireland, as you know, and one of the fastest rising stars in boxing. He stopped battle-tested veteran Jose Velasco, 24-5, 15 knockouts in the first defense of his WBC U.S. silver welterweight title, and that was this past weekend, Saturday night. Headlined the Hollywood Fight Night event promoted by Tom Loeffler's 360 Promotions and broadcast on UFC Fight Pass. The 22-year-old Walsh displayed his full arsenal, leading to Velasco's retirement at the end of the fourth round. With his Hall of Fame trainer Freddie Roach looking on, the southpaw Walsh started strong in the opening stanza, utilizing a multitude of combinations against a valiant Velasco. Walsh continued to outwork Velasco in the next 3 rounds, leading to the stoppage at the end of the fourth. Elsewhere, in America, let's have a quick look here. A sold-out crowd of nearly 2,000 fans enjoyed a memorable night of boxing presented by Toro Promotions and Whitfield Hayden Boxing at the famed Emerald Queen Casino in Tacoma, Washington. In the main event, rising super featherweight prospect Austin Brooks remained undefeated, 11-0, 4 knockouts, stopped Anthony Chavez. He's now 11-4-1. In the 6th round, Brooks cracked Chavez with a powerful left that sent Chavez to the canvas. He's able to beat the count. However, Brooks attacked his dazed opponent, unloading a barrage of unanswered punches until referee Joel Scobie waved off the fight. In the co-feature, featherweight Gregory Cruz, 5-2-1, 3 knockouts, and Roberto Negrete, 4-2-1, fought to a 6-round split draw. Undefeated super lightweight Lorenzo Caldera, 7-0, stopped Jake D. Twins Borneo, 14-5-1, 7 knockouts, the former WBO Asia Pacific Youth Flyweight champ in the 2nd round. Elsewhere, in Puerto Rico, in a history-making performance in front of a massive showing of thousands, by the way, at the Roberto Clemente Coliseum, that's in San Juan, Puerto Rico, Oscar El Pupilo Collazo, 8-0, undefeated, 6 knockouts, kept his coveted WBO mini flyweight world championship title in his homeland. Garen Hellboy Dragon, 10-4, 5 knockouts, retired in his corner stool at the conclusion of the 6th round, handling Collazo the technical knockout victory. Good fighting out of Puerto Rico in the co-main event. Juan Carlos Camacho Jr., 18-1, defeated Jorge Orozco, 17-4-2, with a jaw-dropping first-round knockout. Camacho took home the NABF Super Flyweight title for his efforts. Another world champion, Angel Acosta, 24-4, defeated former world title contender Carlos Buitrago, 37-10-1, via unanimous decision in a 10-round flyweight fight. The judges scored the bout 99-91, 99-91, and 98-92. Giancarlo Santana, undefeated, 9 knockouts, 9 wins. Of La Ramona, Dominican Republic, stopped Justin Ortiz of Vega Alta, Puerto Rico, at 1 minute, 11 seconds in the first round of a scheduled 6-round super featherweight fight. So some good stuff happening around the world, including the Caribbean. Anyway, let's move along, though, to California. Tickets for New Blood, Campanova Sports Boxing Series taking place at Infinity Reality Studios in Long Beach this upcoming Saturday, September 9th, are on sale now. Fans are encouraged to get their tickets now before the show sells out. Doors, by the way, are at 4:30 Pacific time, and the first fight starting at 5:30 Pacific time. Let's have a quick look, see who's on the main event here. Let's have a look. Undefeated super lightweight and Long Beach's own Emiliano Moreno, 6-0, undefeated, 4 knockouts, will square off against Levi Benitez, 3-1, from Guadalajara, Mexico, in an 8-round co-main event. The main event will feature featherweight Rigoberto Hermosillo, 13-4-1, 9 knockouts, out of Los Angeles, California, versus Alexis de Luma, 10-1, from Bakersfield, California. Other undercard bouts include middleweight Nelson Oliva facing off against Salim Martinez, welterweight Kevin Salgado taking on Osvaldo Negrete from Mexico, welterweight Juan Sanchez from California squares off against an opponent to be announced, and opening the card will be lightweight Tayden Beltran, 6-1, from Huntington Beach, facing Francisco Duque from Guadalupe, Mexico. That's a 6-round battle. So there you go. Some news out of California to end this show. And I thank you very much for joining me. Appreciate it very much. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you later on at 4 p.m. when I join Mike Orfa's show, Knuckle Up. Thank you.